During my presentation, as I said, I will focus on archaeotouristic potential of ArchaeoBalt project, and I would like to make you a little bit more familiar with the idea of the project and with the main goals, outputs, and effects. Excuse me, some technical issue. ArchaeoBalt project is 3 years project, which is co-financed by European Development Fund within Interreg Baltic program 2014-2020. It is cooperation between the universities and the museums. We have 5 partners. It's University of Gdańsk, Museum of Gdańsk, Bornholm Museum, Aarhus University, and Lund University. During the last few years, we had a big pleasure as a University of Gdańsk to cooperate with Bornholm Museum, and we started the whole concept of the project concept a few years ago, and it was related with our experiences which we had during the excavations on Bornholm, but also in Poland. And it was perfect moment to ask for support and start a cooperation with other institutions in the South Baltic Sea region. And that's why we have this big pleasure to cooperate with the institutions which I mentioned at the moment. When we are talking about archaeotourism, we also have to think about the society and the touristic groups and group of interests who are living in this area. For the majority of society, when the word archaeology is used, we think of exotic excavations. We're thinking about Egypt, for example, ancient Greece, Rome. In comparison to ancient monuments, the archaeological heritage in the Baltic Sea region may seem modest and small scale. In the social conscious, cultural heritage is mainly associated with monumental architecture like castles, like churches, but many of them are well known. However, around us, many archaeological places functioned only in the minds of professionalists and curious tourists. Archaeological heritage is fascinating and is giving many opportunity to spend actively free time, especially now when the global tourist trends move towards the idea of 3E: entertainment, excitement, education, and also well-being and slow tourism. Archaeotourism is a perfect alternative, especially in this very unique situation which we have right now with coronavirus pandemic. The question is about the proper balance between the protection of archaeological heritage and expectation of the tourist threat. In the Baltic Sea region, the touristic potential of archaeological heritage is not fully used. It is often the result of educational process that does not include knowledge of prehistorical past. And in this case, we have different experiences between our countries and institutions which are involved to the project. Our previous experiences, especially related with excavations on Bornholm, but also in Poland at Ovid, has shown that the demand of knowledge about the archaeological past is high. During the excavations, we saw big interest of the local community and tourists in our work and discover artifacts. On the photos, you may see the open days, which were organized during excavations at Norre Sonnegard Cemetery in 2014 and 2016. And this open days took place the last day of excavations, and we have to say that we all were slightly surprised because of the number of visitors. We had several hundred people who came and want to see and participate in this open days. And these events show that scale of interest in the topic is really big. That is why we decided to start work on project aimed at popularization the Baltic Sea heritage, and at the same time promoting a new branch of tourism related to archaeology. Besides, we decided that this topic should be developed not only at the regional level, but also at cross-border level. That's why we started a cooperation with Denmark, Sweden, and Poland. We want to contribute the knowledge and, we want to combine the knowledge and different experiences, our institutions. The project is co-created by universities whose main goal is research and educational aspects, and museums which focus mainly on promoting heritage, but not only. The project aims to uncover the new way of promoting our joint cultural heritage through many activities which will boost the touristic exchange in South Baltic Sea region by creating a new brand, sustainable green and blue archaeotourism. The main goals of the project are both to elaborate the final protocol, strategy, and tools for archaeotourism in South Baltic Sea region, and develop the sustainable green and blue touristic archaeo route in South Baltic Sea region. And our proposition is ArchaeoBalt Archaeo route, which we call Place of Power and Rituals, which links 5 very unique archaeological sites in the region, and on this place are organized events, but also we communicate with the public and working with promotion and popularization via internet. And I would like to introduce the places which were chosen to this project. However, I will just mention them because they will be presented also during our webinar in particular lectures. First of them is Lund and Upokra, which is located in the southern Sweden in Scania region near Lund. It's one of the essential religious and political centers, which I would say gave a birth to the Christian Lund. And during our presentation, during our webinar, Professor Mats Roslund will make us more familiar with this beautiful place, and will also share their experience related with archaeotourism and public archaeology. And next, second place is Sortemuld, on which took place excavations last year, and in this activities participate Bornholms Museum, Aarhus University, and University of Gdańsk. The largest pagan temple in Baltic Sea region was discovered at Sortemuld complex on Bornholm, and over 2,600 votive folias called guldguber, which means gold man, were found in this area. This place will be presented by Finula Sonne Nielsen from Bornholms museum, and he will tell us more about the experiences related with this unique places, and what was the reaction of people who were coming and visiting this place. Third place is Morinje. It's also a place associated with the pagan worship in the center part of the Bornholm, near Archaeotourism. The water spring, long rows of heads were discovered there. Near this place were found a gold figure presented an old woman, which is called Mamuna, and folias depicting the trolls. It's the third place which we have in our ArchaeoBalt Archeo route, place of power and ritual. So, in the southern part of the Baltic Sea, two exciting places have been selected. They are associated with more with the Middle Ages and with slightly more with the modern times. First is Ovid's stronghold. The stronghold of Ovid is one of the largest early medieval strongholds in Pomerania region. It is located on the essential trade road, which is called Via Mercatorum, leading from the Baltic Sea to the Great Poland. And this is the place which functioned between 10th and 12th century. And during my second presentation, I will tell more about this place, and I would like to make you more familiar with our experiences related with archaeotourism and the results of archaeological research. The last but not least place is Wisłoujście Fortress, never conquered gate of Poland, Gdańsk and Poland. It is one of the most essential never conquered, let's say, historical modern fortress in the Baltic Sea region, and I would say a pearl among Gdańsk's fortification. And at the same time, it is symbolic gate to the city and to Poland. In this part will be presented by Andrzej Gierszewski from Gdańsk Museum, and we will focus, he will make us more familiar with this unique place. The way of our work, how we work in ArchaeoBalt project, and who are the main target groups. The project is addressed to visitors, tourists, inhabitants such as families, seniors, students, school groups, etc. But also to social and touristic organizations, NGOs, cultural education institutions, and other actors who are interested in South Baltic archaeotourism. We are working on a few levels. First, which is taking place during the excavations and during the season, we organize in various forms, open days. In all of these places, it is possible for the tourists to see the archaeological profession, be a part of archaeological process. We are showing them the whole process from the beginning, from the moment when we discover the place to the moment when we start with the storage and work with artifacts. In this area, we have in the project also different experiences, which I think will be very interesting to present. And next option are workshops. Workshops which are dedicated to different target groups. They took place at Wisłoujście, Ovid, and in Uprak, the small gentleman which we can see on one of the photos. In these places we have different target groups, so we use different forms of communication and interaction. During my second presentation, I will tell a little bit more about our experiences from Ovid. Third way, festivals. Festivals which are organized as a part of ArchaeoBalt project. We had in 2019 festival at Wisło-Ujście, and we were part of festival at Upokra related with Vandal Days. This year, because of the situation which we have, world situation which we have, it will be more problematic to organize the festivals. However, we have to wait for the final decision, especially in Sweden. And next form are the festivals in which we participate. This year we had pleasure to present ArchaeoBalt and ArchaeoBalt project results at Travel Family Festival, which is called Hakuna Matata in Gdynia. We wanted to present also the project at Free Time Festival, which is the biggest touristic festival in Pomerania, but it was in April and it was cancelled because of the pandemic. So part of the events is postponed to 2021. ArchaeoBalt and Archaeotouristic potential. So ArchaeoBalt in some numbers. During the open days in 2019, we had nearly 6,000 guests at Sortemul, Upokra, Ovid Stronghold, Wisłoujście Fortress, and Smoringa. So I would say that is quite a big amount of tourists and people who are interested in this form of activity. Festivals. Festivals visit almost 10,500 people at Upokra and Wisłoujście. And all events participated nearly 17,000 people. During our open days, workshop, guided tours during the excavations, festivals, and open lectures, which are also a part of our project. So interaction with the tourists is very important part of the project. We have possibility to present our result. It's more living history. However, you may see in the numbers that this form of activity is very become more and more popular, and people are looking for new form of activities. And I agree here with Jens' opinion that probably during this year we'll have to also to change a little bit thinking about the way of spending free time, and it is a big chance for our project. We are not only focused on activity related with the excavations, but also we are focused not only on real life, but also on virtual world. In the project, one of the part project is pilot investment related to VR games and board games, and I think that some suggestions and comments to this part will also have Andrzej, and he will tell us a little bit more during his presentations, and I hope that also Mats will share his experiences in guiding himself during the voyage on beautiful Upokra. Virtual activities will be very important during this year, what is of course related with the pandemic situation. That's why we start working with website, Virtual Museum of Seoul Baltic Region, which is in preparation, and it will be a repository of information about archaeotouristic attraction in the region. But on this website, we don't want to focus only on archaeology, because the main target group will be, on one hand, tourists, but on the other hand, tourist organizations, institutions, guides. It will be the place where people can find proper information about archaeology and Baltic Sea archaeotouristic attractions. The website will be linked with, on the website will also be presented information about the touristic facilities, like, for example, hotels, restaurants, and already existing culture routes, because many of our archaeotouristic attractions are near the existing roads, for example, bicycle paths. The question is where we can find information about them. Social media, the way of communication, the way of presenting the information. It's a very important part of this project. That's why we started working with the social media. Right now we are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel. We are testing various forms of presenting the information, and during the next year we want to develop this area, which is very, very important. But the question is, what next? We have a lot of elements in which we linked with this Archaeotourism place of power and ritual. What is next? Durability. The project will create, by this all activities, a network of archaeological centers in the South Baltic area for dissemination and development of archaeotourism. This place already exists at function at Upokra. It's archaeological center of Upokra, which is also form of inspiration for us. And similar places will be created on Bornholm, it's K, and at Wisło-Ujście Fortes. Down there will be possible to find all information related with our activities, our activities related to ArchaeoBalt project, to find information about archaeotouristic attractions, and also will be the places where the open excavations, which are part of our route, will be where they will be continued. So you may see that in ArchaeoBalt project we have quite a big amount of activities which are linked each other, and which want to show by the different way of presenting and promoting the heritage of the South Baltic Sea region. However, we are very open to cooperation with institutions. We have a big and great support from touristic organizations like Stenline, like B Nord company, Stablia Archaeologia from Lithuania. We have also support from media. It's Zew Północy, Scandinavian magazine, and Archeologia Żywe is living, well, let's say living archaeology, is one of the biggest popular science magazine in Poland. We are very open to cooperation also with other institutions. So if you really would like to join us and to start develop the idea of archaeotourism, you're all very welcome. You may always write to us on our project email. It's archaeobalt@gmail.com. So we are very, very welcome. So thank you very much. And the end.